The thing about Job is that here's what God said about him. He's blameless, a man of complete integrity. He fears God, and he stays away from evil. Now, can you imagine? What if someone said that about you? What a compliment. He's talking about this guy, and he's talking to Satan. So he's a righteous man, and because Satan comes to attack him, and it's because there was sort of this wager in heaven going on because Satan said this. He said, he only serves you and he acts like that because he's so blessed. He's wealthy and he has a great family, and it's because you've been taking care of him his whole life. But if you take that away, he'll change. And so God, he said, all right, you can do that. And you can take things away from him, but not his life. And so, the next thing you know, he loses his livestock, he loses his family, his servants, his 10 children, and he's stricken and with these painful sores, and he's broken, destitute, and suffering. All of that he had was gone. And so, just like could happen to anyone, his friends came to see him. And these friends were named Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar. These are all alias for Malaria Curly. And really, that's about as much good as they did because he was expecting them to comfort him, but really all they did is when they come to him, they didn't do that. They insisted that his suffering was because that he had hidden sins. But his response was this. He maintains his innocence and questions God, expressing pain and demanding an explanation for his suffering. So then, these guys argue for pages. I told you it's a job. And so each one of them has a speech. Some of them are actually pretty good. And I'm just going to throw this in there. Do you know, a lot of times we think about why did it happen to him? And there's the scripture, and I can't call it this morning, but he said, the thing that I feared came upon me. And so we need to know that, and that's important for us to know. But anyway, he goes through these page after page of these arguments, but it stopped. When these 4 men stop and they're silenced by God when he answers out of a whirlwind. What an entry.